So for those of you guys keeping track at home, Hunter's got a diamond from some sketchy Chinese guy. Joe Biden really is the big guy, and Ashley Biden's diary is real. Now, we don't know exactly what's in the diary. We've heard some things, kind of ugly, but it seems like the entire national security apparatus is working overtime to prevent that story from coming out. You don't believe me? Just watch this video. Last November, FBI agents raided the homes of 3 Project Veritas journalists reporting on the story at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Busting down doors, confiscating computers, cell phones. These people were terrorized. And maybe that's the point. Because we learned today, long before that raid, prosecutors already had access to Project Veritas's email system.
So they've been spying on them the whole... They're spying on all of us. Our government is so freaking corrupt, Joe Biden and them. China's run our country. Just look at what's going on. Who does it benefit? China, everything. Yeah, if it was Ivanka Trump's diary, it'd be everywhere.
Where's the New York Times? Where's CNN? At least we know where 60 Minutes stands.
This is 60 Minutes. And we can't put on things we can't verify.
The left's Hunter Biden cover-up continues. Now that the New York Times finally authenticated the laptop from hell, you would think we'd get apologies from the media for years of lies.
What about 4 years of Russian collusion? Anybody that watches them guys are morons.
Brian Stelter, disinformation expert, who said the laptop was a classic example of the right-wing media machine, gave the story 0 seconds of airtime on reliable sources since it broke last week. I guess the New York Times is no longer a reliable source. And what about 60 Minutes? Did they issue a correction for saying the laptop was fake?
Nope.
Now an update on a story we first reported nearly 2 years ago.
Ooh, this sounds interesting. Go on.
23-year-old Francesca Santacroce suddenly found herself parent to her teenage sister. In August, Francesca will enter medical school.
Ah, so close. They can't admit it's real because then they really have to tear into the big guy. While Hunter was making tens of millions from China, Joe Biden was supposed to be getting kickbacks, getting monthly bills paid for by Hunter. He was allegedly even getting a percentage in exchange for meetings with Chinese businessmen.
There's proof of that.
Hunter's lawyer said he resigned from the board of the Chinese investment fund in October 2019, but we know he still had a stake while Joe was getting ready for the presidency. Did Hunter really even divest? Biden and Chinese President Xi have been having these one-on-one calls since Joe's been in office.
Scream at Donald Trump till the sun comes up and goes down about phone calls.
They said it was all about Russia. I mean, I know there's a translator, but 2 hours is a pretty long call. You'd think Joe would give us an answer about what he's
Joe didn't talk to him for 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
It's a lie. He can't even hold his thought pattern that long, not alone talk for 2 hours.
Maybe, we don't know.
It's a lie.
The media spent 2 years salivating over whether the Russians had compromised Trump with no evidence. Now they're sitting on a laptop of evidence that Biden could be compromised by the Chinese, and the media won't cover it.
Yeah.
They cover it up.
Exactly.
But how would the media cover a Hunter indictment? His baby mama's lawyer says that's going to happen soon. Is that true? And did I just say baby mama? Let's turn to the New York Times best-selling author of Red-Handed.